Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? You guys, I didn't set a goal tonight. Didn't set a goal, but if you would like to send a super sticker, y'all know what to do. If you can't, that's cool too. Just hit the like button and let's talk. What's going on? What's going on? Let's see who is in the building. It's not gonna be a long one, y'all. Um, Angie, hello. Welcome in, Pammy Pooh. Hey, Michelle Holmes, Sadie, Steph Puff and Stuff. What's going on? La the business. Hey, Christina Mills. Christina said, hey, upper in chat, thank God someone with sense is live. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Hey, Angie. Um, hey, Michelle loves purple. Lenora, Serenity, Robin Lotz, Rewa, Tony Lightner, Tony Bailey, Cheryl Daggs, Scorpio Sting, Sunshine. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Cheryl Wagner. Thank you, Christina Mills, for that super sticker or super chat. I appreciate you. Lisa Savoy, you changed me. Terry Dow, Pammy Pooh, Protect Your Peace. Thank you for that disclaimer, Terry. Hey, Stephanie Landry, how you doing? Y'all, I had to put my sweater on. It's cold in here. Hey, Blueberry Boots, Protect Your Peace. Erica Claiborne. Erica, I seen that video that you had put on Facebook. That was disturbing. I said I kind of want to talk about that, but I don't know if I can play that on YouTube. Let's see who else. Hey, Margaret, Angie Williams. I'm not sure if I spoke or not, but if I didn't, how are you? Thank you, Christina. Christina said, don't forget to hit that like button. Real Gemini said, when you play music like this, we don't come to play it all Chicago. Period. On period. Chi-Town in the building. CS, what's going on? Rozzy Ozzy. Y'all coming in here. Ain't y'all damn. I'm like, I didn't know I had that many names to read. Hey, Salita's 40 Club. Gemini Rising. Tahira. Batinda, Marlena. Thank you for that super sticker, Protect Your Peace. I really appreciate that. Hi, Miss Sexy Ray, Caramel Cutie. Okay, let's talk, y'all. So, sometimes I feel like, well, I'm gonna say for me anyway. For me, I feel like sometimes it's better to sit and observe before you really like hop onto something. For me anyway, I'm gonna say before I hop onto something. A lot of times, like for me, it's more important for me to not really be the first person to speak on a story or introduce a story, but I like to analyze things. Sometimes I also like to hear other people's perspectives. Now that's something that y'all might not know about me. I do enjoy hearing what other people have to say. I do watch the other content creators just like y'all do, and some stuff I agree with, some stuff I don't, but whatever. So I do have a question though. I want to know why, and I have been enjoying watching like the different breakdowns of the court documents. The reason I say I've been enjoying it is because it's a court document, meaning that there is really no room for difference of interpretation. So what a court document says is what it says. It means what it means. So I think that it's kind of funny that like I'm listening to different people on different sides, and some people are saying that this is what it means, and some people are saying, well, this is what it means. It can only mean one thing. Court is like mathematics. There is no interpretation or how you see it. It's what it means, and it says what it means. And court documentation is usually pretty straightforward and to the point to where you don't interpret anything. They try to do it so that you don't have any questions that you need to ask after you read the document. Everything should be covered in that document, cut and clear. I did read the document over today a couple of times, and it was just that, cut and clear. So I want to say this. I want to say congratulations to Latruth for winning in court. A big shout out to Team Latruth for sticking by his side, and big shout out to Latruth for getting everything that he asked for, and being vigilant and not talking too much, and just doing what he had to do to get what it is that he wanted. At the end of the day, it's not about what we want, it's about what he wants, because it's his life, and it's his child, and he would be doing the raising. He's doing the co-parenting. So whatever, it is that he's happy with and the family is happy with is really what matters. So if he's happy and if he feels like he got a victory in court, then I just want to say a big congratulations to Latruth for winning in court. I'm gonna go over something real quick. I know, y'all, you guys amaze me how y'all are able to sit through these different lives and literally hear the same information broken down by 35 content creators over and over and over again all day. But I guess it's because different people have different deliveries or whatever. But I really did not want to get into reading the court documents, because everybody heard them already. So it's really what's the point in reading it? But I did have a couple of requests from a couple of my supporters that did want to hear my perspective. So I guess I can go over a couple of key points. Everything I'm not going to go over. And then I just want to play a throwback video for you guys, because I thought that, matter of fact, which one should I do first? Should I go over the court docs, or should I play this really interesting video that was done, I believe, a year ago? And in this video, you hear Latruth kind of talking about what his thoughts are on child support, so on and so forth. A lot of times, y'all know we've been in this saga almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in October. If you type in Latruth in your YouTube search bar and you scroll down, you see so much content from so many people over the years. And all you have to do is just click on one of them. And I promise you, there's going to be some information there. You're going to be like, damn, I forgot he said that. You know what I mean? I said, I was talking to somebody on the back end, and I said, at this point, shit, this saga really became a case study. It really has. The throwback. Okay. All right. Y'all, if my voice sounds shaky, I promise I'm cold. I got this. Let me turn my fan on. Hold on. I got this fan on. But you know what, y'all? And this kind of an informal live, because I really wasn't gonna go live tonight. I was gonna go live tomorrow. But thank you, Christina, for that 4-month membership. I appreciate you, boo. Damn, I forgot. I need to start posting some members only content on this page. I do all of my members only on my other page. But you know what, y'all? Before I get into the, y'all know, I've been thinking about this. So before I get into the video, I got to get this out. What is one thing? All right, Cheryl. Now that's my dog right there. Cheryl Wagner got 19 months. All right, now you've been rocking and rolling with me. What's one thing that y'all learned throughout this whole ordeal, watching this family? I'm talking about this whole thing started off as a false domestic violence claim. We don't want to go from a false domestic violence claim and a separation and then divorce between two people into whole families falling apart, siblings being estranged at this point, people supporting one person and now they going hard for the other person, content creators saying some of the worst shit. This thing done blew up way beyond what I ever thought that it would turn into. And what I was thinking was, I'm gonna ask my supporters, what is one thing that you learned from watching this whole ordeal? Not even trying to be petty, because I know I'm Team Latruth, And people are automatically going to assume that I'm just being negative about Brianna because I'm Team Latruth. But I have to be honest about what I've learned. What I've learned is how important it is to find the right partner for yourself in life. It's so important to find the right partner in life. And it's so important to find somebody that you are equally yoked with, that you can bounce off of them and they can bounce off of you, and you guys just mesh together and you don't really have to force it. Like, that's really a blessing. And I also learned how detrimental it can be to your life if you how detrimental it can be if you connect yourself with the wrong person. So just by connecting yourself with the wrong person because you didn't take enough time to evaluate that person, to vet that person, to check their background, their mental health history, what they did to their past baby daddy, a boyfriend, an ex-husband, or what happened in that situation, or what their family is like. Do they got any predators in the family? You know what I'm saying? Do they got any weird shit going on? Is this person a good person? You know what I'm saying? So it's so many things that you have to really really be aware of before you create this soul tie with the wrong person, because doing that can really, 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 and this might sound dramatic, but really ruin your life. It can really, really ruin your life. And so I was looking at some of Latruth's old content, like old content. And then I migrating this. I've been doing this over the past couple weeks, and then just looking at old shit. And then looking at like his content that he had with Brianna and the kids. And I literally watched how, like, if you watched the transition, you literally like watch how he was on one track. He was doing motivational shorts and reel. Well, I don't know if it was reels back then, but he was like doing short-term videos, reaction videos, music. I mean, like, he was really grinding. And then he met her. They got married. The audience, from what I see, didn't really take to her. And now we're here. And I just really, I wonder, like, and she's a narcissist, so she probably doesn't think like this, but I wonder if she takes a step back and thinks like, damn, just us. And then if you look at the documents, the most recent documents, it has a section in there for social media. And I'm like, I wonder, does she think like, damn, all because I turned that damn camera on and put my business on social media and got the whole world involved in my shit for them 10 seconds or however long it was she had that camera on, that turned into 3 years of bullshit. I mean, hasn't this taught us a lesson? Keep the internet out your shit. You know what I mean? Keep the internet out your shit. Stop rushing into relationships. Don't rush into marriages. Get to know people's families. Get to know who a person is before you build something with them. Because if you build something with the wrong person, they will tear it down. And that's exactly what she did. Tore it down. Demolished it. Matter of fact, tore it down, demolished it, set it on fire, got a bulldozer, and ran it over. That's what she really did to his life. And now he's trying to rebuild. So that's why I say, I'm happy for him that, he got this win in court, because that's what I consider it. But I'm going to go ahead and let me get off my soapbox. But I was just wanting to say that Cheryl said, let me look at some of these comments. Hold on. Cheryl said, is still doing it. She's, she is, I believe that she is a sick person. I really do. I think she's a sick person. And let me see, let me go up. Hey, Miss White. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Simone Whitaker. Marlena said never liked her. Dimple said, hello, Upper and Chat. Glad I was able to catch your live because I haven't been able to catch your lives. Thank you for being here. All right, y'all, let's get into this throwback. This shit is funny, y'all. It's not funny, but I'm saying it's funny because compared to what's happening now, this video is funny. So let me pull this up. Let's take a gander at this video. This live stream done 2 years ago. This is 2 years ago. So in this particular interview, Jaffe was interviewing Latruth. They get into some talks about child support, and I just found his child support interesting, and I want to see what you guys think about it as well. Let me see if I can change the viewpoint here. Let's see. I like it like this. And then if y'all want me to, I go over the damn court documents again. I'm so sick of hearing that damn document. It don't make no sense. Check this out, y'all.
I ain't never seen nothing like it myself, man, in all my years, man. It's like, if you happy and you want to move on, I don't pay $10,000 cash just for her to sign the divorce papers, like straight up. Sign these papers right now, like let's end this shit. And I'll put myself on child support. I don't care nothing about none of that. I just want this divorce to be final.
That's wild, bro. Hey, y'all hearing it from the man?
I don't want no alimony. I don't want none of that. I don't think. See, the thing is, I don't think neither one of us can get that.
Y'all both make good money.
We haven't been married long enough. I think in the state of Georgia, you have to be married 10 years.
Oh, for alimony. Okay, all right.
Right.
Oh,
so
okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like I don't get it, man. Just not like you can't say it's about child support. It's a video clearly saying. I mean, first of all, I've been paying my whole from day one. I posted receipts showing that I pay for my child right now. Never miss a beat with that. So right. Child support is for men who don't pay child support. That's for men who don't do for their children.
Right.
So that's my problem. When anytime they go put taking care of his business, that's a crime in itself. That money can just go to the child, not to the government. They got their hands in it now. They taking their little cuts out. Nah, we can just give it straight to the kid. Like what? This don't make sense.
Man, they don't. The people who follow her and she's a liar. The people who follow her, they just like her, man.
Damn. Well, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
They just like her.
They hurt. They the same way, man. They run down there and put men on child support.
Yeah.
For no reason, just cause the dude don't want to be with them no more, they go put him on child support.
I seen one lady up under the comment section saying, she was in the comment section basically saying, get your money, girl. Get the money, girl. You deserve it all. This, that, and the third. My thing is, you in reality, listen. I seen two different things, right? I'm gonna break it down. This is how I know you was actually the one that was coming up with all the content, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
She said, hold on. The lady in the beginning who went to y'all house, the little housekeeper lady supposed to be whatever, right? Supposed to be over there doing this, that, and third.
Right there, because I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm gonna have to say I agree with yeah, that's that old Jaffe we all used to love when he was making sense. I have to agree with that. I think that child support should be used for in situations where the parent is refusing to care for the child. Hold on one second. The parent is refusing to care for the child. The parent is not providing for the child. The parent is not purchasing clothes for the child, food for the child, entertainment for the child. I mean, I think that since we've been watching Latruth on social media with his daughter, that he most definitely has been providing for her. Now they're looking at a piece of paper saying, "Oh, well, he's supposed to pay this month, this amount a month, and he's supposed to do that." Well, that is true, and if it's a court order saying that, then he should be abiding by it. But what we can't say is that he is a deadbeat father, because he clearly provides and cares for his daughter. So he kind of is explaining his perspective on child support here, and I have to say I agree. I think that the child support system is definitely abused. A lot of times, I believe that it's used by women who are upset that the relationship has ended, maybe has moved on or whatever the case is. But if your child is being cared for, all of her needs are being met by the other parent, I don't think that there's any reason to put father on child support. That's not something that I feel needs to happen. Then another thing, I just think that it is wildly just outrageous how these people really drag Latruth about child support and mock him and say that he broke and all of this and all of that. But at the same time, these are the same people that really went out of their way to try to demolish his platform. I mean, reporting every single thing that he did on his platform, tearing down his brand, going as far as to lie to try to convince people that he is a woman beater. They even tried to allude to the man being a child predator. They tried to say all of these things about, they even said that he participated in incestuous relations. I mean, going on and on and on. When they couldn't figure out how to pin, sorry, I'm not looking at my chat. Let me see who's in here. I'm not looking. Hey, Harm. What's going on, boo? Hey, Harmony. Hey, I'm Chosen. And I'm not ignoring anybody. Life's challenges, welcome in. It's just that I'm talking and not paying attention. Hey, hanging with Miss D. And anyone, and hey, TT, hey, everybody that I may have missed. Hey, Chandrika. So, like I was saying, they really went out of their way to try to destroy this man. I can even remember hearing a audio very, very early on in the saga where one of Brianna's biggest supporters said that her mission really was to break him down. That's what they believe. I don't know if that's verbatim, but for the most part, that's what they said. That their goal was to break him down. That was the whole goal. So to destroy his name, destroy his reputation, destroy anything that he's worked on as far as his career, and really tear down his platforms. I can remember seeing live streams where content creators that supported Brianna, along with her, followers and supporters, would sit in live streams night after night and laugh because his numbers were low and hers were rising. So all of the things were amusing to these people. It was fun to see. They wanted to see him destroyed. They wanted to see where he could no longer make money off of his platforms. And then when they thought that he was working for FedEx, they laughed at that. So it's always something. There's nothing to appease. If somebody hates you and they want to hate you, there's nothing that you can do to try to convince them that you are not who they think you are. So, we have a situation. I don't want to do too deep into it, y'all, because I could go on and on and on. What I say is, when it comes to domestic violence, we know that domestic violence is a very, very serious topic that a lot of women have experienced. And in some cases, even if the woman hasn't experienced domestic violence, oftentimes they know someone who has been in a domestic violence relationship, or they've witnessed domestic violence with their mother or with their father or with their sister, or, DV is everywhere, even if we have not experienced it firsthand. So because that's such a sensitive topic, especially amongst women, I believe that Brianna and her supporters really, really did know what they were doing. They were harping on that narrative because now they're trying to really just pull on these vulnerable, unhealed women's heartstrings and say, oh my God, look at this monster. Doesn't he remind you of your baby daddy? Doesn't he remind you of your stepfather? Don't he remind you of your daddy that used to beat your mama? Don't he remind you of your ex-fiance that was whooping your ass? Don't he remind you of this? I mean, and if when you look at all of the ex-supporters that used to support Brianna and no longer do, a lot of those supporters have come out at this point and say, you know, I supported Brianna because I thought I knew how she felt. I've been in a domestic violence relationship, or my mother was in a domestic violence relationship. So I empathized with her and I sympathized with her because I've been there. So that was a one thing I will say about Brianna, even though I don't think she's that smart. What I will say about her is that she's not completely stupid. She is an excellent manipulator. If she really put her mind to it and really wasn't as lazy as she, genius at this point. And maybe she got that from, but she knows what angle to take to get attention, and she knows what to do to get the people going. You know, we did the first, it was the domestic violence with all three relationships, you know, and then, you know, it was the at-risk baby, and oh my God, I'm a mother with, you know, at-risk baby. Then she wanted to free me moms community, you know, and then now it's the you know, single mom of 6 kids community. And you know, she knows what to do. She tries to get in with this community and that community and that community. So it's like she knows what she's doing. But my thing is, how can you go so hard to destroy someone only to turn around and say, hey, real quick question, Latruth, lean in for me. Why you not paying your child support again? Never mind the fact that I, you know, really did work overtime to destroy your career and to stop your income. But now I'm going to turn around and ask you why you're not paying child support. As if I don't understand that your wife, ex-wife, and supporters played a huge major role in destroying your main source of income. I'm gonna pretend like that just didn't happen, and then I'm just gonna go ask Latruth why he's not paying his child support, as if, you know, as if I don't understand what happened there. I think that's diabolical. That really is like that. You may as well spit in somebody's face. You snatch their money source and then ask them why they're not paying. I just don't understand that. Let's play a little bit more of this video, and then I'll give you guys my opinion on
one of my number one fans.
Let me see you dance, girl, in your king. To my Latruth fine.
The Bree liars.
Hey, look, big people keep in my comments keep asking her. Let's clear this up. How old is she? Because
I'm gonna get y'all comments in a minute. Serenity Speaks says she missed her call, and she really did. Those acting classes that she was supposed to be going to after after her and Latruth broke up, she should have pursued that, because I think she would have.
keep saying she's 35.
To display what bitter baby mamas do. Those skits was to get the bitter baby mama to be able to look at themselves and then see the comments and see how fucked up it is, the things that y'all be doing. Because right. I know when y'all
ain't that crazy. That's true. If y'all watched Latruth's content back when him and Brianna was married, they did a lot of content to where Brianna played the role of the bitter baby mama, like basically being abusive towards the baby daddy, talking to him crazy, being obsessive and jealous, like that was her role. And the crazy part about it, that's why I say it's important to look back on some stuff. The crazy part about it is we know that Brianna is not very talented, but for some reason, when she played that role, she was, I'm talking about Denzel Wash, I'm talking about Viola Davis. I'm talking about Brianna was on her Viola Davis shit when she was playing a bitter baby mama role in the Latruth skits. I mean, she was so convincing in these skits that you couldn't even tell that she was acting. You even had some people using the skits in their content to show that she was abusive, not realizing that no, scratch that. That's not real. They were just doing the skit. The mother couldn't tell. So I'll give you an example. The skit where Brianna, I remember the skit where Brianna and Latruth and the baby was in the pool, and Latruth was trying to talk about something with his audience, and then Brianna was like slapping him and pushing him in the head or whatever, and was like trying to look at his phone while you texting, bitch, or some shit. Y'all remember that when they was in the pool together or whatever, and everybody was using that as content, but I never used that video because I'm like, that's a skit. She's acting, but it went over a lot of people's heads because she was so damn good at it, because she really was just playing herself. You know, she was playing herself. That's exactly who she is. So it really wasn't that hard for her to play that role. You know what I'm talking about? It wasn't hard for her to play that role because that's who she was. I should find one of them damn skits. Serenity Speaks at Upper, you're going to bring Jaffe back out. He could shit. Bring him out, bring him out, bring him out, bring him out. Listen, I'm not worried about none of these damn content creators. I'm gonna review what the hell I want to review. I'm gonna talk about whatever I want to talk about. Fuck these people. Oh, Serenity said, I remember that skit. Yeah. It was a lot of them though, where she remember the one skit where she had a box and she was like put your thing, take your thing off and put it in this box house, that type shit. She was really, really, really good at those skits. And I used to be like, damn, where did the talent go? But I had to think about it like, oh no, it's not that she can act. She was just playing herself. Anybody could do that.
I read them comments, you see that this is not normal. It is real. It's actually good baby moms out there. So when I created this content, it was to help people. I was hoping that y'all took that content and said, I'm not going to be like this. But my brother, that's why I said I apologize, because I see what happened. They took that behavior and thought that it meant this is cool. Why? Because they don't understand all the other content. They seen me with Brianna treating her like a queen, all of this and that. After they seen the Bitter Baby Mama skit, so they should be rewarded with that type of, with some skits, man. Like, It's never cool to be a bitter baby mama. That is not cool at all. I created that content that hopefully y'all would see that and say, I'm not going to be that way. That's the only reason why I put that content together. And I think that's what these fans are. These are people who identify with that behavior and they support it 100%.
They support it.
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. A lot of these, and that's what it is. A lot of these women don't see anything wrong with being okay. A lot of the people and this is my opinion, y'all. A lot of these people do not see anything wrong with being an abusive woman in a relationship. Matter of fact, a lot of these women don't even believe that you can be an abusive woman in a relationship, but you can be. I've heard women sit on panels over these past almost 3 years say shit like this. Well, the man is a leader. So if a woman is screaming obscenities, smacking him upside the head, going crazy on him, he should have the strength not to respond, because women are emotional. Now, I'm not telling you that this is what I believe. I'm telling you that this is what I've heard over these past 2.5 years. So thus far, I personally have never, ever been even exposed to women that think like that. I always thought, I was always raised. I'm not even lying, y'all, just to make the content sound good. Sure that those types of women exist, but I was never around women like that would actually believe that it is okay to put your hands on somebody, a man, or to scream obscenities or to call him out of his name. And after all of that, I still expect for you to have enough respect for me to just walk away. Because I'm a woman and I'm emotional. He's a man and he should have more control. That teaches a very, 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 very dangerous lesson to the younger generation. I don't know if that's like maybe because this saga is there's a lot of older women that are in this saga or whatever, but maybe that's like an old school thing that boys will be boys and girls will be girls. But the truth of the matter is that anybody could end up underground for putting their hands on someone when they should not be. So we should not be raising our daughters to believe that it is okay for them to be abusive, because one day they may run across a man that does not share that same school of thought. And when it becomes abusive because she's to believe that it was okay, then she's on a t-shirt the next day. Then you're having a balloon release for your daughter. Then you got to put her underground when she's supposed to be putting you underground. Because you taught her that she should get away with slapping a man, punching a man, kicking a man, calling a man a bitch, calling him out his name, being over the top, triggering motherfuckers' anxiety, and somebody end up snapping, and now there's a balloon release for your child. Because you didn't teach your daughter to keep her hands to herself. Okay? Nobody's thinking like that no more. This is 2025. At this point, anybody can get it. So you might want to change your ways of thinking, because this is not 1949 no more. It ain't 1949 no more. I'm just saying. Do I agree that a man should hit a woman? Absolutely not. But do I agree that a woman should be abusive towards a man? No. And that's what a lot of her supporters think, that that's okay. And it's not okay. That's a problem that they think that way. Toxic behavior.
A man is always wrong, no matter what.
What I want to say is we should be children, whether they be male or female, to become respectable adults and to understand that everybody has a right to their own space in their own body. Just because you bleed once a month does not give you the right to not have any emotional control. And it's so sad that we got grandmas in this sector that's teaching their granddaughters that bullshit. I really hope. And I really, I also believe that some of these people don't believe half the shit they be saying. Because I can almost guarantee you that a lot of these older women that have daughters that's around, or that have sons that's around Latruth age, or brothers that's around Latruth age, if that brother or that son came across somebody like Brianna, they would tell them to run as fast as he could to get away from her ass. But they promoting it like it's right. But let a motherfucker like Brianna come into their lives and come into their family lives, or come into their son or their nephews. They would tell that male family member to hit the road runner on her ass. Okay. I always talk about road runner when he start running and all that, and his legs start going real fast and all that smoke start coming. That's what they would say, hit the road runner, go as fast as you can, run like you stole something. Run away from her like you stole something. But they get on the internet and pretend like what she's doing is right, when we've literally watched her ruin somebody, destroy somebody with one video. Well, it started with one video. Then after that, hold on. Before that, she destroyed the first baby. First, she was saying that he sick dogs on her and did. I choked her up in the hospital, almost made her have a miscarriage, all of this. Then she met Latruth, and then she ruined him. Now she working on Janelle. I want to say, for Janelle, you might want to start working on that FundMe page right now. You might want to go ahead, log on to GoFundMe, and go make your cause right now, because you are going to need an attorney in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to need one very soon. So go ahead and just make it now. Just get ahead of the game, because she is going to fuck your life up. She already started. I mean, she already started. I mean, it's at this point, Janelle can, y'all, let me tell you what they be doing, right? I was supposed to came on here for 20 to 30 minutes. I done got on my damn soapbox. Let me tell you what they be doing. They try to, her supporters try to downplay a lot of what be going on in this sector. It could be something big, major, detrimental, serious. And they'll be like, oh, they think the Latruth saga, the Latruth side think that they got something with that. That don't mean shit. Because remember they had to make it seem Janelle was like a 5-figure man or a 6-figure man, and he was this and that. Mind you, it at this point it doesn't matter, because if Janelle tries to get on a major movie role, do you know that they're going to be looking him up? It's videos all over the place of Brianna. Take us out the equation. Take all the bloggers out the equation. Act like we never made a video about Janelle. That video that Brianna did is going to always be floating around the internet. It's going to always be floating around the internet. He's never going to be able to get away from what she said about him. It don't matter if all the bloggers delete that they said about Janelle. It doesn't matter if the bloggers try to act like they never talked about Janelle. That is never gonna go anywhere. The whole world, well, I ain't gonna say the whole world because he ain't no, big actor or anything, but a large amount of people at this point already heard Brianna say that he is a woman beater. We all heard you say that he choked women. We all heard you say that he spit on you. We all heard you say that he tripped you while you was pregnant. We all heard all of this. You can't take it back. It don't matter how many more times they go to Jamaica. It don't matter how many more babies they have. It's over with. We all know that he's a woman beater now, and there's no taking that back. So really, when I say that she's working on Janelle, she done already did it. She done already did it. And let me tell you, Brianna know what she doing, because what she did was, what I believe is that he was done with the relationship. I believe that she was upset that he was done with her and he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do in the relationship. And so she said, I'm gonna show your ass. Because see, from what we see, she okay getting beat on as long as he stays with her. That's cool for her to get beat on as long as he stay there. But the moment he leave, then she gonna reach out to the domestic violence community to attack him. That's what's gonna happen. But what I believe happened is he left. She said, oh, okay, you gonna leave? I'm gonna give him just a little bit. And she got ass online in that black sweater. And she told everybody that he was a monster. That's what she said. She said he was a monster. That's what she said. So I'm sure she got more in the chamber, but that was just a little taste to show him what could happen, because now these supporters of hers, baby, she got these motherfuckers wrapped around her finger. And he got a little taste of that when he thought he was finna go somewhere. He thought he was finna go somewhere, didn't he? And she said, okay, I'm not even gonna call you. I'm just gonna pick up my phone and hit that live button. And he came his ass right on back, didn't he? Came right on back, didn't he? Because I'm sure there's a lot more that she could tell. Oh, then she released the video from the Ring camera. Do you see her? Y'all, let me just say this. But the point of me bringing all that shit up was because I just wanted to remind y'all of her tactic was when she thinks someone is going to leave her. That's what she does. That's who she is. It's who she's always been. She did it when she was with Latruth to her first baby daddy. She did it to Latruth, and now she's doing it to Janelle. She has ruined his career. Ruined it. People was getting excited when they saw him at the damn on the damn Country Wayne thing. You have to pay to be on Country Wayne skits. He didn't get scouted out because of his acting skills. He sought out Country Wayne. He had a connection through Brianna because Brianna has already been a skit that she paid for. And so Brianna paid for a skit for him to get on. He wasn't so talented that somebody scouted him out. Country Wayne got a whole roster. He scouted out Country Wayne to be on the skits. And I bet money that Brianna paid for it. I'm just saying. Because the nigga's not going to be on nobody's big screen no time soon, if ever. His career is screwed. She fucked him up. The girl destroys, demolishes, sets on fire, stomps on, drives on top of, beat down. Any man that she with is gonna come out fucked up. She gonna destroy him if they leave her. Period. That's all I'm saying. It's a pattern. Now tell me I'm lying. Because that's what her supporters would do. Oh, Upper, you just hating. Oh, Upper don't know what she talking about. Oh, Upper just mad. Oh, rake teeth. Oh, this and that. But am I lying though? But have I lied? Am I lying? Does Brianna just, and that's the one question. Does she or does she not come out with all of these accusations after a breakup with every man that we have known her to be with? Yes or no? Answer the question. No argument. Don't matter if you like me or not. Am I lying? Okay. I'm just saying. So there, you need to just go ahead and just get that GoFundMe started. Just get it kicked off. Just get it kicked off because you're gonna need it very soon.
Got going on, you dead wrong. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I can come up with for their behavior. But that's why I want to let them know that was never cool. Being a bitter baby mama or being a bitter baby dad, cool. Never. I represent real father game. It's the best interest of the child. What is for the child? That's it. Get over whatever you got for that other person. Get over that.
Right.
Let that go. If that person don't want to be with you no more, that is what it is when a relationship.
Let me stop this here. Another thing, because I'm gonna get into court documents in a minute. But another thing, you know what I think is funny? How this kind of off topic from what we just watched, but I want to throw this in there and I'm gonna keep playing. How I'm saying all of these years like it's been 15 years, but I'm gonna say for the past couple years, these people have been lying and just spread narrative that they have absolutely no proof of, and saying that Latruth is telling us to cover this story and telling us to go after Brianna because it's easier to say that Latruth is telling us to do it instead of saying there really actually is a demographic of women that do not support or condone the type of behavior that Brianna displays online. And there may be some women that are going to come online and speak against it. We all saw what happened with the fake DV claim. A lot of women came forward to speak on that. Okay, so it's easier to say that he told us to do that. But the reason I find that to be ironic is because Latruth just wrote a whole statement and posted it on social media saying to leave the whole thing alone. Don't speak negatively on her. Don't speak negatively on him, and just leave it alone and let them move forward and don't talk about it no more. But look what I'm doing. I'm still talking about the shit. What Lupa and them doing? Still talking about it. These people don't have. I want them to stop with that lie. Latruth don't have no control over nothing that we're doing, and he never has. He never has. And I think now that's pretty apparent. Now I think that it's pretty clear that Latruth has zero control over the content creators. Clearly. Clearly. Because ain't nobody stopped talking yet. Thank you, Comment Collective. I appreciate that. Let me look at some of my comments because I haven't been looking at them. Comment Collective said late night commentary. Yes, I said I was just gonna get online for a few minutes, and I've been on here almost an hour. Let's see. Salita said my son called me the day before he cut his dreads, freaking out. He said, "Mama, this crazy bitch following me." Before I knew it, they were fighting. Oh Lord. Michelle said Janelle knows Bree doesn't feel relationship, and she will tolerate him because he knows too much. But I mean, vice versa. He's gonna tolerate her. Let me tell you something, okay? Let me just say this. It's a couple things I want to say to that comment. You're right. But vice versa. Brianna also knows that Janelle is not going to go anywhere anytime soon because she knows now that she controls him. A lot of people say, "Oh, Janelle ain't never around doing this," and that may be true, but Brianna still has a certain level of control over him. From my observation, control is very, very important to Brianna. She's very controlling. And when I say she's controlling, I don't know how she was in her marriage with Latruth, but it seemed like she was pretty controlling because she was looking at his phone messages every single night. That's kind of weird. That's like beyond weird. That's very controlling. The whole fight started with the whole tote situation because she was mad she couldn't control him. He wouldn't give her the phone. So she's very controlling. Brianna likes to have control. So what she'll do is she will create circumstances to get the upper hand because she always has to feel like she's in control, which is why she came out and exposed Janelle. I don't think she really wanted to, but by doing that, she did gain a certain amount of control because now Janelle sees that Brianna will expose him if she has to, if he goes anywhere. So now 9 times out of 10, he's not going to go anywhere. So she creates situations in her relationships to where she does have some control over the man. She did Latruth the same way. Latruth made Brianna a moderator on one of his platforms. I believe something happened with that. A lot of people said that Brianna is jealous of Latruth, and that could be true as well. But I think some of the things that Brianna did was to have control in the upper hand. That's the main reason why Brianna struck that video on his page to control his income and to know always in the back of her mind that the life of that page or the success of that page will always be under her control. She's very controlling, almost to the point where it's sick, actually. It's pretty sick. Why in the world would you strike your ex-husband's video that you know is a video of him, right? And after several requests for you to remove the strike so that he can get his page together, you refuse. But then whole time you got to strike against this man's video to where it's preventing monetization. When all you have to do is take it off. Seems like a pretty simple request, but not, because for her, it's a matter of control. That's why she didn't want to take it off. How crazy is it that a judge has to order you to take a strike off of his video? Whether you recorded it and posted on your page or not, it is a video of him. Take the damn strike off. Why does a judge have to tell you to do that? If the man don't matter to you no more, you want to move on with your life, take the shit off so he can stop asking you about it. I don't understand that. So let me see this really quick so I can more, and then I'm gonna move on to the documents. Let me scroll. I'm real far behind. So I'm gonna go all the way down to the bottom to get caught up. Let's see. Salita said, okay, she's talking to somebody else. Shay Harris said that boy ain't getting not even an audition because Bree ruined him when she exposed him, and now he's broke and needs her, so she uses that as an advantage. Yeah, some women do that. Some women like for their men to be broke. Y'all didn't know that some is insecure women, some insecure, they would prefer to be making the most money. They would prefer for you to have to depend on them. Some women are like that because they feel like if that's the case, then you really won't go anywhere. But why would you want to be with somebody that is only with you because they know that you are a financial support for them? As a woman, anyway, because women do it to men all the time. And men say they on damn shit. Men damn near like being used, okay? But that's what I think anyway. But yeah, that's questions that need answers. Comic Collective said, Upper, I bet he will have a car by the end of the week. Yeah. Because he totaled that up. Michelle Holmes said, I have noticed Bree is bossy when she speaks to. She's very, very, very she's very controlling, you guys. Very, very controlling. Do y'all remember the video that Dasharia put out where she was called herself exposing her daddy, but she was really exposing her as Brianna as well, because she said, I don't know, we had to give her our phones and she was taking our phones. The lady takes the kids' phones and has cameras in their bedrooms. Does it get any more controlling than that? I could even say the phone thing after a certain time, okay. But does it get any more controlling to put a camera in a teenager's bedroom as if you need to monitor them like a child in a crib? Does it get any more controlling than that? I mean, a room is a child sanctuary. I mean, so you basically want to control, you want to see when they scratch their ass, when they pick their damn nose. Well, my God. There's a lot of different things that if you really pay attention, the girl is psychotic. She really is. And y'all know I don't even talk about this shit no more for real. Every now and again I might say something, but I don't talk about it no more because shit, I feel like we already proved the girl lied about domestic violence. The whole internet know the bitch is crazy. So it's really even no point to me, but unless like one of my supporters want me to, cover something. I wish I can share pictures with y'all. I'm reading the comments, y'all. Shari said I was waiting for Upper. Also, Lasandra, before I leave the sector and go watch me some Danny Brown. Who is Danny Brown? Dr. Drew. Oh, God, I don't want to see that, Salita. Okay, let's see. Let's move on. Let me play a little bit more of this. I might fast forward a little bit, and then I don't even think it mattered to read the documents because everybody reading the same shit.
I think I had a number, but I don't know what I did with it. One time, I looked at the post. I said, man, now watch these dumb girls kept talking greasy to Chandra done put.
She is not a mutual third.
If that made you smile, you'll love Joke Tab.
I didn't know something about child support. Let's see who this is.
Third party. She knows this. See, this is her problem, her way, right?
Did I just say that?
Right.
Then when it don't go her way, she try to turn it back around on Robert. You know that's not a mutual third person. You know it's not. You're just trying to be difficult.
Who is that on the panel? That voice sound familiar. That sound like uh damn, what's that lady name? I can't think of that lady name, but she be on Miss D panel, I think.
It's just ridiculous. It needs to this. I think it needs to be more as ever.
Never seen nothing like it in my life.
I've never seen a bunch of inbreds, because that's pretty much what it is. There's no way
Who is that? Brina?
that you could believe anything that come out of this girl's mouth. But the thing about it is that when
Denise.
she speaks child support, right, the wife, she's speaking their language. She's speaking their language. That's all they know is child support.
Yeah.
Ghetto.
Yep.
Like you say, jumping on the headlights. Hey.
Yep.
Fuck nigga free. You know, that's the type of chicks that she deal with. You know, that's the type of chick that he apparently attract.
That he wifed. that's who he wifed, unfortunately.
Right. That's who he wifed. So, and I mean, like I said, for the life of him, I honestly feel sorry for him.
I mean, you know, I heard the other day some women.
Because at the end of the day, he loved her. And I'm
But you didn't hear that from me.
quite sure he still do love her. Did he ever thought of this type would come about it? No.
I don't think he
this is 2 years ago. Because that's how it is. When that sound like Brina on the panel. I don't know though. But when she said, did you ever think that this type of madness would come out of this situation? You know, just this small separation between these two people. But see, that's what I was saying earlier. Like now, you know, this is an old live, but now we almost 3 years in, and it's like y'all ain't. I'm looking at my screen and I'm talking to my screen saying y'all ain't seen shit yet. You know what I'm saying? Because even then people were saying it was too much going on and too much had derived from one couple. But now we all here and it's still crazy. You still got people going back and forth, arguing with each other, cussing each other out, you know, dragging up people, dead people, and all type of crazy people talking about kids. And this shit done just went so fucking left. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Yeah, did this? Me too, Salita. Work tomorrow. I'm sorry. No, you don't have to apologize, Salita. I pray I don't have to be on someone's live stating he had to unalive her. Let me read this. Hold on. See, I need to pay attention to my comments, y'all, because there be shit going on in my comments. And I don't even be. I highlighted the shit and I didn't even read it. Hold on. Let me read. Well, no, this I see. See how far up I am, y'all. Hold on. Let me see what she said. One reason I can't sleep now because I worry about him. I pray I don't have to be on someone's live stating he had to unalive her or she's unalived him. Please pray for my baby. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you, Salita. I'm gonna go back and read some of your comments. Let me see. She wrapped the tire pump cord around her. Damn, man, start punching him in his face. His face was bloody and he had lumps in his face. He called the police because he's what? See, I'm gonna say he's a man. He has the patience of Job. Because here's the thing, like, damn, is it that has society really conditioned men to think that because they're men that they're not supposed to feel pain, they're not supposed to react? If somebody's punching you in the face with a tire pump cord, you have every right to. I feel like you got every right to defend yourself. You ain't gonna sit there and you got it's so ingrained in you that men not supposed to hit women that you allow somebody to damn near take your ass out, beat you half to death because you don't want to hit her back. If you got to defend yourself, you got to damn defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? I think that should be rule of thumb as a man. You should never hit a woman, but if the bitch trying to kill you, hell, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna just sit there. Shit. He should have dropped kick her motherfucking ass. She punching him in the face with a tire. Of course, he should have did what he had. Shit. Next time, tell him. First of all, they shouldn't even be around each other. Okay, if it's gotten to that point, it's nothing more to salvage. I know that in this saga, they teach women that it's okay to get their ass whooped and then go back and then he gonna change and all of that stupid shit, all that dumb shit that they be ramble, all that rhetoric that they be spreading on in this goddamn, excuse me, y'all, all that rhetoric in this sector that they be spreading, the same rhetoric that they know damn well they not telling their daughter. Listen, that bullshit that they be spreading in this sector is very detrimental. It is not okay. And I'm just PSA, but I'm sure y'all know this. It is not okay ever for a man to hit you or for a woman to hit you. If you are being abused or if you are in a domestic violence relationship and they have abused you physically, because right now we're talking about physical abuse. There's other type of abuse, but right now we're talking about physical. You need to leave and don't come back. Figure out a safety plan to get out of the home, and once you escape, do not ever look back. The ideology that they're teaching people in this sector is very, very, very dangerous. And I've been saying that since I created my page. That's really why I created my page. Really, I ain't gonna get too far back in the past, but really the whole reason why I even came to YouTube to talk about this shit was because I saw that Brianna was getting ready to get on a panel to talk to a big group of women. That's where I drew the motherfucking line. That's why they hate me. Oh, I got Brianna off that panel. Yes, I did. Some of my best work, might I add. And that is a huge problem for me. If you want to spread your that bullshit, go ahead and do that on your platform. But if you think that I'm gonna sit back and I'm going to watch and not try to do something as you go in front of our future, as you go and sit in front of hundreds of young Black girls that are impressionable and likely looking for an example or looking for somebody to be like, and you gonna be on the stage next to Megan Good and all of these other people talking to our young girls in our community. No, man. You're not qualified. So yes, I did get her off. I said that was some of my best work. Very proud of it. So when they bring that shit, I'm not. I saved lives that day. Period, point blank. Okay? Because she had no business talking to anybody. But the point that I'm making, back to what I was saying, the bullshit that they spread in this sector, that it is even that you should even entertain someone after they've put their hands on you, is mind-blowing. That is coming from older, more mature, supposed to have some life experience women, and say Brianna it is okay that she has millions of people watching her, these huge platforms, and she actually hit the live button and came on her platform and told everybody that she got beat, and then turned around a couple weeks later and was right back with them, and they on vacation and doing all of this. Do you know how dangerous it is to spread that narrative to impressionable young Black girls that are following her? And then these same people that praise her for that type of behavior will get on their platform and they'll tell all of the women in their audience that they don't put up with bullshit like that, and they know when to walk away, and they know their worth. And they don't put up with that. They're not scared to leave a relationship. But then they'll turn around and round of applause to Brianna for going back to her abuser. So when you see this shit, just know that a lot of the shit that some of these bloggers be on their platform saying, they don't even believe. They believe the shit they be saying about this saga. Some of them, they just be saying it just because it sounds good. But a lot of them would never tell their daughters to go back to an abuser. But they'll tell y'all, they'll tell the audience to do it. They'll tell y'all to do it. But they'll never go turn the live stream off and then go get on the phone with their daughter and tell their daughter to go back to a man that's abusing them, because they care about their daughter. They don't give a fuck about y'all. And that's sad that YouTube even allows people to have platforms, because they don't give a fuck about what they putting out into the atmosphere. And they don't give a damn about what they're teaching their own fucking community. Over 80% of the people that follow, I'm going to say probably close to 90% of the people that follow this saga are African-American people. And people don't even realize how important it is to say the right thing on a platform. So you create a platform and you just say whatever that comes to mind. Doesn't matter who it hurts. Don't matter if it hurts the community. Don't matter if the wrong person hears it that may be in a DV relationship, and they're not, now they listening to you, so they think it's okay to go back. See, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not worth $5,000. That's not worth $8,000. That's not worth $10,000 to poison your community like that. Because that's what you're doing. Yeah, they really do need to evaluate some of these content creators and some of these pages and see some of the rhetoric that they spreading on this motherfucker, because I'm just not okay with promoting going back to an abuser. I'm just not. I'm not cool with that. Let me pull this down, because honestly, Jaffe shit doesn't start boring me. Let me get into these documents. I'm not gonna pull them up on my screen. So what y'all want to? Okay, so let's see. Let's see what do I want to read. Okay, so in the beginning of this live, Taiwan said, "Don't take things going on personal. Lesson learned." Kanaya said, "These are." Let me highlight some of these. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hey, everybody coming in. These are the same women from the generation of what goes in the house stays in the house. Yep. And sweeping stuff under the rug. Brandy Davis said, "Upper, I'm glad you got off such a. I'm glad you got off such a huge platform telling lies about DV." Absolutely. No, man. What is it that you are going to teach these young girls? I was terrified, really terrified of if y'all. I don't know if y'all even follow me that far back, but that's exactly when I kicked the dough in on this saga. Is when I saw she was getting ready to be on that platform, because I did my research on that particular event, and I saw that it was mostly geared towards African-American, young African-American women, middle-aged African-American women. The last person that I believe should be speaking to a large group of Black women is Brianna. Nigga, please. Not after what I saw her doing. I'm trying to tell you, my sons, their sisters not having it, they will be asked about their brothers and vice versa. For my sons, they don't play, period. Who is Patricia said, "I worry about my son because his wife's behavior is another Bree. I try to stay out of their business. I tell her all the time to stop hitting on him." But see, this is the thing though, Patricia, this is what I think. You should not even talk to her about hitting on him. You should have private conversations with your son whenever you get a chance or whenever she's not around. To this, what you do: you talk to your son and you tell him that he deserves better, and that there's women out here that are not going to hit on him. And he may feel like it's not abuse because he's a man, but it is abuse. And if I were you, I would have that conversation with him, and I would ask him what he wants to do and what he's ready to do. And if he say that he's ready to, if she, she's not making any changes to lead a relationship, then just work with your son and shoot, work with them, give them some tips. A lot of times when you leave in a DV relationships, you want to create a separate bank account so you can have enough money to move when it's time for you to move. There's certain things that he would need to know to get out of there. Because what a lot of people, or man, I think most people do know this at this point, especially if you've been following the saga, because this statistic has been dropped several times. The most dangerous, hold on, y'all. Okay. The most dangerous time in a relationship or in a domestic violence relationship is when you on your way out the door. When you on your way out the door, that's the most time. So you do have to create essentially an escape plan. So I mean, men, even men. Let me just I'm gonna get into the court doc in a minute. I kind of got distracted from the comments, but what I'll say is this too. And I may go over this before I end this live. I don't know if you guys have seen the recent video footage or body cam footage of Sha'Carri Richardson, but that really shows a situation where a young man is in a relationship with an abusive girl, an abusive, controlling, crazy ass woman. Now, I think it's Sha'Carri because she pronounced the name Sha'Carri. Everybody calls her Sha'Carri. I don't even know that's how you pronounce her name. But I watched that body cam footage, and I'm sorry that had to come out because she is an amazing talent. A lot of young girls look up to Sha'Carri Richardson. So I am sad that came out because she's been doing awesome in her career. She's had a lot of endorsements, but because that came out, I predict that she's going to lose a lot of those endorsements, a lot of those brand deals. And I think that this is going to take a hit on her career because she was seen putting her hands on somebody, and she got charged with battery, domestic violence. So if that were a man that were hitting a woman in the airport, like we saw what was going on with them, I mean, people wouldn't stop talking about it. If you remember, what's that funny looking dude that's engaged to Megan Good? I don't remember his name, but he was just in a scandal not too long ago where hell, we didn't even see him hit the damn woman. He was running away from her ass. Remember, he was running away, and his career went down the drain. He's just now trying to build himself back up, but his career went down the drain from that one damn video, and we didn't even see him put hands on the bitch. You see what I'm saying? But Sha'Carri was seen whooping ass and taking names in the airport. And guess what? It really isn't that big of a deal to most people. But I bet you a lot of folks would be talking, a lot more people would be talking if that were a man. If we seen Michael B. Jordan whooping ass and taking names on a female in the damn airport, the whole world would be in a damn uproar. But when it's a woman, it doesn't really matter, right? So I think that Sha'Carri Richardson has brought awareness to that. And I think that they're going to use her as a guinea pig, essentially. They're going to use this situation and they're going to blow this situation up with her because they're going to say it's not okay ever for anybody to hit anybody. And so now we see that because her ass got arrested. Posh Fonte said, hello, I am a gay lesbian and my poosh smells like tuna and quiche. And I was told to ask for the lady with coochie. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. What's happening? Wait. I was told to ask for the lady with the coochie hair, and that you can tell me the name of her channel. What is happening? Y'all, it's why are y'all up at midnight talking about coochie hair in the chat? Heather Cook said it's about money for them, and they also know how bitter, unhealed, and hurt she still is over her ex. It's so sad how they use her pain as a money grab. That's what they do. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's definitely about the money. It's definitely about the money. Um, you know what else I've been seeing a lot? Oh, let me get into these damn court documents. But you know what else I've been seeing a lot, y'all? I've been seeing a lot of people say, you know, it's all about the money for the Latruth side, because he said to leave it alone, and they still talking. Well, are we the only ones still talking? Is Latruth the only one that put up a post that said leave it alone, or did Brianna also tell her people to leave it alone? Hell, these people so damn crazy. Okay, so let's get into it, y'all. Do y'all want me to read all of this? It's not that long, but it's just so redundant to me. I'm just doing it just because. Okay, let's get into it. And I just don't. I'm looking at it now, and I just don't understand why this is like. What is so hard to understand about this shit? Okay, number one, custody and parenting time. Beginning August 12, 2025, on a temporary basis, the petitioner shall be entitled to the following makeup parenting time schedule. I'm not reading all that. Okay. Beginning September 1st, 2025, petitioners shall have parenting time with minor child every other weekend from Friday at 4:45 p.m. until Sunday at 6:30 p.m., with his first weekend of parenting time beginning on Friday, September 12, 2025 at 4:45. The parties shall abide by the final order in a settlement agreement entered on April 16, 2024. The Robert Lee Hampton versus Brianna D. Hampton civil action filed as it relates to any summer holiday parenting time. The parties shall exchange the minor child at the No Cross Police. Oh, Lord. I can't read that because it has the address in it, y'all. Well, they got to meet at the police station, okay? Unless otherwise mutually agreed in writing. So it can change as long as they agree. All of this is very cut and dry. I don't understand what the fucking uproar is. When a minor child is in the custody of one parent, the other parent shall be allowed to contact the minor child by way of phone call, video chat, or by any reasonable means of communication. Contact with the minor child under this provision shall be every day beginning at 6 p.m. for no more than 15 minutes. The party shall continue to utilize our family wizard for all communications regarding the minor child, with the exception of phone calls which can occur on the minor child's cell phone or on the cell phone of the parties in the event that the minor child's cell phone is inoperable. Yeah, they are, Salita. So this is the part that I'm interested in. All of that other shit, custody and parenting time, whatever. Petitioner father paid to respondent mother for the support of the minor child on a temporary basis, $953.00 per month, payable in 2 equal installments of $476.50 on the 1st and the 15th of each month. The parties shall abide by the final order and settlement agreement entered on April 16, 2024. So basically, I'm going to say this. A lot of this is a lot of reiteration. When I say that, I mean a lot of this is from the previous court order. Obviously, it was reiterated because it isn't being followed the way that it's supposed to be being followed. It's possible. Hold on, let me go there. So a lot of it really is just repeating the same damn order from April, to be honest with y'all. Um, so when I say congratulations again to Latruth for winning, he won when it came to child support. So his child support was lowered as it should be, uh, as it should be, because his platform has been gravely affected by Brianna and her supporters. So I don't even think that they realize, and this is so crazy to me because I don't think they realize that what they're doing is in no way, shape, or form helping Brianna or that baby. Because for y'all to really drag this man's platform the way that y'all have been doing, I mean, and then just to turn around and say, and well, not them, but for Brianna to then turn around and try to go after him for all of this child support. Come on, wow, that's you hustling backwards. First thing you got to do is talk to your supporters and tell them, hey, you're tearing the man's platform down. The man's platform is his income. If he can't get no money, we can't get no money. So I just don't even understand like the thought process. Like, what is the, like, y'all more interested in hurting him than y'all are in helping her. But anyway, so shout out to Latruth because his child support was taken down. So that's when I'm really trying to figure out where they're saying he lost that, because I don't see that. I don't see a loss here. I see he got what he asked for. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody's super stickers or super chats and comments, because I'm looking at a different screen. Brandy says DV is serious. I hate when women use it into lies. Same here. Lenora said, did you hear Auntie Pimo's video when Lyonia stated that she hates RH? No, I didn't hear it. I have to go watch it. Let's see. Hanging with Miss D said, I just seen it, but I can't find it anymore. Darn. Oh, here it is. Us as parents have to let our adult children know that it's okay to set boundaries and it's okay to walk away in a relationship, marriage, even if the kids are involved. I agree with that. Let me go down. Hanging with Ms. D says, Salita, I understand your feelings regarding your son, because some of those young women are truly dangerous. Yeah, they are. You hear stories about these young women unaliving men all the time. Remember that young lady that went viral because she was actually on live. She was actually on Facebook Live and she was arguing with her boyfriend, and she powed him right there while she was live. I don't know if she meant to do it or if she was just threatening him with it, but they were having an argument. She was telling him to get out and she ended up unaliving him. These things happen all the time. It happens a lot easier than what people like to believe, because the thing about it is that a lot of times people look at other people's situation and say, oh my God, that situation is so crazy and it's so outlandish and it's so outrageous and tragic that just could never happen to me. But let me tell you, if you're in a domestic violence relationship, it can happen to you. It can happen to you. It can, because when somebody is so out of control that they begin to strangle you, that is a clear sign right there that they have zero control. And it's not going to do anything but get worse. So if you make them mad enough, one day they choke you because they lost control. And then you make them mad again. And then that time, they may throw you out the first floor window. You might survive that and come back. And then you make them just about mad enough, they pow you. And now it ain't no coming back. These things happen in stages. It happens in stages, you know. So that's why I say that it can happen to anybody. You know, nobody, no, and I'm not obviously defending the abuser, but for the most part, when it comes to like an unaliving that derived from a domestic violence situation, is never premeditated for the most part. Not saying always. Sometimes people do plan on unaliving their partners, but for the most part, it's not premeditated. For the most part, people lose their lives in a domestic violence relationship because things went too far. People got too heated. It got too passionate. They got too out of control, you know. So, and unfortunately, a lot of times that can lead to somebody, well, that can lead to a tragedy. Okay. So, um, so let me move on. Miss D, yes, they are. My husband has to stop me from going off on one of our sons' girls. She's controlling with a foul mouth. I'll be glad when he leaves her. She's so disrespectful. That's a shame. Okay, let me go back to this. So we read the child support, so he got a win there. And then on social, the third section says social media. At the direction of this court, both parties shall create an individual social media post to their YouTube and Facebook platform stating that each party is strictly prohibited from discussing any past, present litigation between the parties. Each party shall specifically request that any and all of their followers or bloggers who cover and create content centered around the party's litigation shall cease and desist their behavior. Any prior and present posts, videos, and content that has been posted and or reposted by the parties that features either party and or makes disparaging comments regarding either party or the minor child in this matter shall be removed from the party's social media platforms within 24 hours. The party that fails to create the individual social media post to their YouTube and Facebook platform and or fails to refrain from and or remove prior requested posts centered around the parties or their litigation has described herein shall face incarceration for up to 20 days for each violation. You see, they threw that shit up as soon as they left the courthouse. But both Brianna and Latruth, that's the first thing they did. That shit right here say 20 days incarceration if they don't make the post. I don't even believe them niggas left the parking lot before they made that post on social media. They did that. See, you got to threaten a nigga with jail. You threaten a nigga with jail, they do what you tell them. They do what you tell them to do. You don't do it, I'm gonna give you 15 days in jail. I bet you that shit get done. I bet you that shit get done. Now that's one thing they did do. They did that shit immediately. I don't even believe they left the courthouse before they did. I think they sat right there and did it while it was soon. They sat right on the court steps and they posted that shit. Brandy said, yes, oh, I had to get my little cousins to pull up just to show. See, that situation sound that situation sound like it's just too much going on. So I'm a pray that resolves itself, Salida. I really am. It goes on to say respondents shall immediately remove the copyright infringement report claim report number, and it gives the number against petitioner's video, which was reported on February 13, 2024, and provide proof of the same to counsel for petitioner's review and confirmation. The parties shall limit their social media posts of the minor child to include only positive interactions with the child, and shall be sure that no interactions with the child on social media include any mention of litigation, troubles between the parties, and any disparagement or mention of the other party in totality. I think that it was, I don't know if that was in the previous order or not, but I believe it was. I don't remember. I have to go look at because I don't know. I was just talking and talking. Um, okay, I'm just seeing that y'all saying no sound. Let me look over here. Yeah, I don't know what part for. Well, I don't know what part I left off on, you guys, but I'll just say kind of just repeat what I said. Um, I read the portion about social. I'm pretty sure y'all can hear me now, but I read the portion about social media, and I said that I don't even feel like that particular part even should have to be in there. It's unfortunate that it has to be in there. Um, However, I don't think that it's in there because of anything that Latruth did. Um, I believe that that portion about the baby with in social media, I think that that really did derive from that foolishness that Janelle and Brianna did, where they were pretending like Latruth was outside of the home and trying to make the baby cry for social media. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure y'all remember that skit. And so I think that to avoid those types of incidents, that it probably should be in the court order, um, or in the it will in the document. Um, so I was on the portion about the copyright infringement. I talked a little bit about that earlier, so I'm not gonna get all deep into that. We all know the motherfucker blocked the man, then struck the man page and stopped his monetization and all of that shit. But I'll read it just for the sake of the live. So it says respondent shall immediately remove the copyright infringement report claim report number. It gives the number against petitioner's video, which was reported on February 13, 2024, and provide proof of the same to counsel for petitioner's review and confirmation. The parties shall limit their social media posts of the minor child to include only positive interactions with the child, and shall be sure that no interactions with the child on social media include any mention of litigation, troubles between parties, and any disparagement or mention of any other party in totality. Uh, Pretty Eyes says he has to. There are many men and young men who report and stand up for themselves. Yeah, yep. So and sometimes it's a matter of them saving their own lives. Okay. Then it goes on to the situation with the passport. Both parties shall cooperate in obtaining and or renewing a passport for the minor child and execute any documents necessary upon receipt of the same, and shall split the cost 50-50 within 10 days of the court's order. At all times, mothers shall be responsible for safekeeping the minor child's passport. Shall file, and that makes sense because the baby is with her most. It will be in her care most of the time, so that makes sense. At all times, mothers shall be responsible. Okay, I read that part. Shall father need the passport for international travel, he should advance of the minor child's travel date, and the mother shall provide the passport to the father at least 15 days custody upon the minor child return from travel. The parties authorize and agree that the child may engage in international travel outside of the United States with either parent. This order shall grant each party sole custody for the purpose of international travel, and shall exist as formal authorization and consent to the child's international travel, and no further consent from form shall be required. If the minor child's passport is lost or stolen, the party who is caring for the minor child at the time it is misplaced shall be responsible for any fees associated with replacing this. Oh, child, this is some nitpicking ass shit, ain't it? It's a shame that the white man got. I mean, let me not say that. It's a shame that you know this is like common sense shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that's sad when people can't just have a like. Cause I'm looking at some of this shit like, well, duh. You know what I mean? But it's crazy. You with this lady, you got to have it in writing. It goes on to notice of travel. I'm gonna read this because I heard somebody say that. Sure, I ain't gonna say what I heard, but it says notice of travel. Each parent shall promptly notify the other parent of a change of address, home phone number, or cell phone number. A parent changing residence within 50 miles of the party's current home address must give at least 30 days written notice of the change and provide the full address of the new residence. If either parent decides to move more than 50 miles out of the party's current home addresses, the parent must give at least 60 days written notice of the change and provide the full address of the new residence. So basically, so this is what the relation. That's basically saying that both parties, both parents, are allowed to move their. It does say within 50 miles. They can move where they want to move for the most part. The only difference is that they have to give a notice. They have to give more days notice if you're moving more than 50 miles away, and less days notice if you're moving less than 50 miles away. But either way, they are able to move and live where they want to live. Brianna's able to move and live where she wants to live. But here is the thing. And this is the part that I think people may be missing, is even though she is able to live where she wants to live and move where she wants to move, she still has to abide by this court order. So she can't move to Alaska, because how you gonna have a baby get to Latruth every other weekend? You see? So even though the court is giving her the freedom to do that, they're also still saying she has to abide by the court order. And she would need to live somewhere where she would be able to reasonably abide by the court order. So it probably wouldn't make sense to move 5 hours away unless she want to do all of that. Yeah, hey, that's on her. But I'm just saying that I think that it would be most sensible to not be trying to live super, super far, because if that were the case, then she would be responsible for making sure that the baby gets to her visitation. The other parent wouldn't be responsible for making it out to you. You would have to make sure that you provide the child to the parent. So I don't think that she would be making things harder for herself by moving hundreds and hundreds of miles away. So it goes on to say, and this is the last page, it says, each party hereby agrees that neither party's address shall be furnished, doxed, published to the internet, their followers, bloggers, or supporters under any circumstances. Either party's failure to adhere to the same shall face incarceration for up to 20 days for each violation. I think for doxing somebody, you probably need to be in jail for at least 6 months. Because 20 days, you ain't going to learn your lesson. I think 6 months should be better. Anybody to get their stupid ass on the internet in the climate that we live in today and actually dox some damn body, they are a fucking criminal, and they ass need to go to jail for at least 6 months, because you putting people, let me tell you something about doxing, right? And then get back on this thing about doxing somebody. People wonder like, oh, what's the point in doing that? Like, the thing about it is anything could happen. So when somebody puts your address on social media for everybody to see, that is their way of putting your life in danger without them having to do it. That's them saying, I want to see something bad happen to this person, but I'm not doing it myself, so I can't be held responsible. That's what that means. But back to the document. So each parent shall notify the other at least 2 weeks in advance of any travel out of state and 30 days in advance of any travel out of the country. The parent providing the notice shall also provide the itinerary for the child's travel with contact numbers and the addresses of where the child will be staying. 6 third parties. The parties agree and reiterate that no third party shall be around the minor child unsupervised if the person has had a conviction for child sexual and or physical abuse. And now I think that was like an issue for some people, because they was like, nah, I don't think that, Walt need to be around the baby at all. And to be honest with you, in a perfect world, he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be. I mean, I wouldn't trust him. Would you trust a convicted? I wouldn't give a damn if it happened 65 years ago. Nigga, you did it. So I don't know if you're gonna do it again. So no, I mean I wouldn't put my children around a children around a predator. I wouldn't care. Excuse me, I wouldn't care how long ago it happened. But that's just me. But a lot of people were a little bit disappointed due to the fact that you know he still is able to see the child. But just you guys, let me just say this: as far as that goes, I kind of knew that that was going to happen because the court is not going to take away the grandparents' right to see their grandchild, even if they do have a conviction of predatory behavior. Okay. And sometimes when you get like emotional about a situation, you invested in a situation and you passionate about something and you just know that it's wrong, sometimes you can't really see past that. Because I don't like it. But at the end of the day, there are men and women who have children. There are mothers and fathers out here that are child molesters. There are people out here that who have molested a child and then went on to have their own children, or they have done inappropriate things and they're not living with their child, but they have supervised visitation. Never, ever, ever in the history ever of life. I'm talking about of life, but no, even for a parent, okay, right? We talking about a grandparent, but even for a parent, they're not gonna say you can't see this child. You can't be around this. You are prohibited from being in this child's presence. There's no courtroom that's gonna do that, especially not for a situation that happened decades ago. And we're now in 2025. Me personally, as a mother, I would not allow my child to be around anyone who was a child predator, no matter how long ago it happened. But when we're talking about the court system, the court is not going to prohibit the mother from allowing her father to be around the grandchildren. However, I do think it's a good thing that that all interaction with this person, with the grandfather, has to be supervised. Goes on to say if the person has had a conviction for. I read that part. My question though is who does it have to be supervised with? Because a lot of times it'll say supervised visitation, but it won't say supervised by who. I'll give you an example. So y'all know the situation with DDG and Halle Bailey. So with their situation, the condition for them was that for DDG to be around Halo, that the all interactions had to be supervised, but it also stated in the court documentation that it had to be supervised by a professional, meaning it had to be a child welfare worker or a caseworker or some sort of staff or something like that. It meaning that yes, the interaction has to be supervised, but it can't be supervised by your mama. It can't be supervised by your brother. It can't be your blow down the street. The supervision has to take place with a person that is approved by the court and that is a professional of some sort. So, but here it simply just says, "Child." The parties agree and reiterate that no third party shall be around the minor child unsupervised. So I don't know who that supervision would be. Maybe they didn't, elaborate. Maybe they say Brianna is an appropriate appropriate to supervise these visits. I don't know, but to be honest with y'all, this is the one I will say. There is no guarantee that anybody is going to follow that stipulation. The reason I say that is because we don't know who's supposed to be supervising these visits, meaning that it's possible that a family member, maybe Brianna, anybody could supervise the visit, as long as he's not alone with the child. I think that is not, I personally feel like that may not be severe enough, because with situations like that, you can very easily get around that, because who is in your house watching you all the time? So if your dad come over and you go take a nap and leave the baby with the dad. Yeah, they both still in the house together, but that's not adequate supervision because you done left off and took a nap somewhere. So that's why I say that that's not very you know, I don't know. I don't think that's very it's gonna be very effective, but that's just my opinion. Uh, I believe he showed her grace out of love her. He showed her grace out of love for her, but for her children. But why do you guys think that he showed her grace? When y'all say he showed her grace, what do y'all mean by that? Because I've been seeing that a lot. Like people saying, oh, you know, he took it easy on her, or he showed her grace. Where did he show her grace at? Where? Where? Are y'all saying that because he didn't get custody of the baby? Is that why y'all saying that? I'm trying to see if wait for the comment. Because if y'all are saying that because he didn't get custody of the baby, from what I read in this court document, I don't see anything here where they're talking about any changes of custody here. They're just talking to visitation. So unless they got a different court date coming up for custody, I don't see anything in this document regarding any changes being made for custody. I don't know. Maybe I missed something, but I don't see it. Yeah, Harmony. That's what I just need to know. You know, when people say that, what does that mean? Where? Because maybe we just interpreting things differently. I don't know. Because when I'm reading, so I'll start with number one. I'm not going to read it obviously over again, but I'll start with number one. Number one is the custody and parenting time. In the first section, Latruth got all of the days that he's saying that he missed with his daughter. He has gotten those to be made up, and that's what he asked for. So he got what he asked for there. I don't see, and then okay, and then they basically reiterated that the moving forward that they would go. That they will follow the original order for the visitation and custody. But he wanted the time that he missed made up, and they granted him that. So child support is number two. Number two on child support, it says that his child support was lowered from what was it before, 14 or 1500 or something, and it was lowered down to 2 installments of $400 some odd dollars per month. Okay, he won there. Number three, social media. It states here for social media that both of them had to make posts stating for both supporters to stop stop posting negative things on their pages, and it also states on the social media section, and I'm not going to read it verbatim because I just read it, but it also states that Brianna is to take the strike off of that particular piece of content that is affecting the monetization on one of his Facebook pages. He was granted that. That has been an issue for quite some time. Okay, so he got that. I don't understand when people say he showed her grace. Where? He never said that he didn't want the grandfather out of the baby's life. He just said, even in the original order, that it should be supervised. And here on number 6 of this document, it says that they both agree that the minor child should be around Walt supervised. So he got that. So where is it that Latruth showed grace? I don't see it. I see that he say he want A, B, and C, and he got A, B, and C. Okay, so I don't know. I don't understand why people are saying that. Brandy Davis said, Upper, they're saying it because they said his daughter shouldn't be around Walter at all, but they have to realize that it's not over. Um, yeah, I mean, I agree with that too. I don't think that he should be around her at all either. I just don't agree with predators being around kids. But unfortunately, the truth doesn't have any control over that. The courts have control over that. All the truth can do is, request. Well, he did request a supervised visitation. Uh, but let's say in the event that Latruth did request that the child be kept away from Walter and that Walter never saw the baby again, whether it be unsupervised or supervised, I can about 99.9% guarantee that no judge would order that. No judge would agree to that. Maybe a judge might agree to it if the child didn't have a relationship with the grandfather prior to all of this. But just due to the fact that the baby does have a relationship with the grandfather, the baby knows the grandfather, they're not going to do that. They might look at it like it may be traumatizing for the child because we don't know what type of relationship she has with her grandfather, and she may be traumatized if she never sees him again. She's gonna wonder why I don't ever see. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to this, y'all. It really is. It's a lot to this. That's why I say, like, it's such serious topics surrounding this saga that sometimes people, I think that sometimes people, they get passionate and they don't realize, like, oh, well, that technically that can't happen. No judge, ain't no judge finna do that. I wasn't surprised at that at all. And I wasn't expecting anything different to be granted as far as Walter, because even in the original order, she was already ordered. This was already ordered, y'all. She was not supposed to be having the baby around him unsupervised anyway. She just was doing it, right? So this was already ordered. So I didn't expect any changes other than, contempt doesn't mean to place a contempt on someone doesn't mean, okay, you're not following the original court order, so I'm going to put a contempt on you. And not only that, but I'm also going to change the original. I'm going to ask for a change in the original order. I didn't see where he said that he wanted to ask for anything to be changed in the original order. All I know is that he said that she's not following the original order, meaning he wants her to follow the original order, meaning that he wants the child to be around the granddaddy supervised. So I don't know why people thought that. I don't know. I don't know why people thought that for some reason, because they were going to court, that was going to change. If anything, she would have just been, held in contempt. But that don't mean that they were going to say, okay, Walter can't be around the baby no more. No, I mean, if that was the case, they would have said that in April. Miss Misunderstood said, let me see. Oops, wrong button. I think they're saying he showed her grace because they don't understand he doesn't have total control of Walt being around him. He doesn't. He doesn't. He did. He doesn't. He's not the courts. Exactly. Harmony Speaks said, Brandy, and you're right, it's not over. No, I don't think it's over either. I believe that Latruth is going for full custody. I don't see that in this, but I know that I've heard him say that he wanted full custody. And then if you guys remember, phone call that Dawn just released not too long ago, where in that phone conversation, even Brianna said, well, he wants full custody. So I think that a lot of people were expecting something to happen with the custody this time, and they didn't get what they were expecting. But I don't believe that custody was ever going to be like a major talking point in this particular case. Now, do I know for sure that a court, that something else is coming? No, I don't know for sure, but I believe it. I believe it is though. Yeah. Harmony, I think she's been so evil. People want to see her punished. Yeah, that's what I think, Brandy. And I don't blame people, to be honest with you. That's what it is. It's a process when dealing with courts. The judge ordered those the temporary agreement, not Robert. Exactly. Salita says, who's to say wasn't laying hands on Robert Hampton like that? Good laying hands on my son. Robert Hampton's private for the most part. Yeah, I believe that she did. So you guys, it's getting late. I'm gonna get off of here, but you know, I honestly, I'm sorry I didn't have more of an opinion about these court documents. But the reason why I didn't have, more of an opinion is because I feel like the documentation is really, like I said earlier, pretty cut and dry. I mean, I really, don't understand how a document that's in black and white can be misinterpreted or reinterpreted or gotten wrong. Everybody's reading the same shit. So I don't know why people are coming up with different narratives for the same document. I mean, it's the same fucking shit. It says what the fuck it says. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? I guess if you want, if people telling themselves that Brianna came out as the victor helps them sleep at night, then let them tell themselves that. But the damn document says that Latruth came out with what he wanted. It's not about what we wanted. If we disappointed, then we have a right to be disappointed. Can't nobody tell us not to be disappointed, okay? But at the same time, we also can't tell the truth what he wanted to happen. This is what he wanted, and he got it. So, regardless of people flipping narratives and, pissing on motherfuckers and telling them that it's raining and all of that crazy shit, the shit say what it say. Okay, he got his days made up that he asked for. He got his child support lowered. He got the stripe took off his pay. This nigga went in there with a whole brand new damn hairstyle and got what the fuck he wanted. Let me show y'all something. Let me tell y'all. I'm gonna get the truth, y'all. I'm gonna get his ass. Look at this shit, y'all. Hold on. Oh, this man be cracking me up sometimes. Do y'all see he went to that barbershop and got that little hair put on top of his head? He said he was feeling good when he went into court. Hold on, let me show y'all something. They be cracking me up. Let me see. What you saying? Who is that said what? What is it let me see. Who is it first of all? Pretty eyes. When you say what do you mean that? Are you talking to me or are you talking to somebody in the chat? Hold on, let me find something, y'all. I'm gonna show how happy Latruth was after court. Everybody complaining. Latruth happy about as happy as a lark. See. Damn, why my stuff taking so long? I can't fan it, but Latruth walked out of he been about so happy. He been running around with that little hairstyle. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, you tell me happy man. Hold on, let me show y'all. Hold on, let me pull this up before I get off. Oh, you tell me this. Hold on. Damn, how this when he was leaving court, y'all. Hold on. I got my child support down. I got that strike off my page. Got my day.
Rain on
You could have sing
me,
that shit, Latruth.
soldier
This paper.
me. I don't
I
wanna
don't want to
live, I
leave.
don't
I don't
wanna
want to
leave,
leave.
baby. Rain on me.
Come on, Latruth.
No, you think of me.
Yeah. Yeah, he said in that barbershop, he got that piece on and shit, and that motherfucking piece has some superpowers in that bitch. As he walked in that damn courtroom and got exactly what he damn asked for.
I got the genuine hairstyle right now. This is how I look back in college. I got the genuine hairstyle. That's good advice. Probably expert. That's an expert wig. Some of them be some of the closest people to you, and use life if you
All right, y'all. Let
automatically count everybody out who looks like.
me. I'm gonna take this down. I just wanted y'all to see him singing with that damn piece on. Uh, Look, y'all, did y'all see this? I'm finna get off I'm finna get off, but let me show y'all this shit. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all, did y'all see this shit? He was dead. He dead ass serious. Why he post this shit right here talking about some I'm getting this hair next. Why, Drew? Just why? Oh my god. Y'all, this man is the truth. The truth is a key. I don't know why people hate him. He is a key.
I don't want to lose your sweet love.
The truth,
So
he is a key. You heard me. All right, y'all. I'm finna get off here. So we got two brothers that say they look like you, wine child. You know they related. Y'all laughing at me. Y'all having a good time in the chat. What Harmony said, girl? He said last night he had to get off live because the sound. I know you lying. Girl, I know you is lying. Let me get off this damn internet. He did not say no shit like that. The truth, we know you. Look, you know you are a boy, but we got to talk about this hairstyle now. Not he had to get off live because it was lifted up. Oh my god, hell no. Everyone that has a platform has to stop talking about Brianna or y'all go to jail. No, we're not going to jail. It don't say that. What it says is that both Brianna and Latruth had to make a post requesting that we stop talking about them or they will go to jail. It didn't say we had to oblige. It just said they had to tell us. But they don't tell us what to do. They've been saying that Latruth controls the content creators over here for 3 years. And I guess now their point has been disproven because he clearly told us not to talk about this shit and we still are. Hanging with Miss D said public opinion can be a mother, but the court say something different according to the law, yeah, and gives both parties to try to come to a mutual agreement for what's best for the child. I agree with that. Was it? Maybe it was lifting for real. I gotta go look. Oh, hold on. I was gonna get the fuck off. Hold on. Was it really lifting? Which one? What laugh was? Wait a minute. Was it lifting for real? Hold on. Let me go see. I'm sorry, Latruth, but we got to do this. See, if you gonna we've been defending you for all this damn time, but if you gonna be on here with lace fronts and shit, we can't defend you against that. We motherfucking tired, okay? Now we defended you for the 3 years, Brianna, with that shit. But if you finna start putting on lace fronts and they gonna be lifting up while you on live, we can't fight that battle for you. Now you doing that shit to yourself. I'm finna pull this up. Hold on, let me see. Which one? Which live was it, y'all? Oh, hold on. Oh, look at this thumbnail, y'all. Hey, Latruth, what are you doing? Are you why? We can't help you no more, bro. now you deliberately doing shit. Hold on, y'all. Which one was it? This was is this the last page? Let me see. Because y'all said that the piece was lifted. So I want to see. Let me. You can forgive me in the morning, Latruth. Is this the one right here? Let me see. Is that the one last night? Well, he just did that one 4 hours ago. So this one, let me see. It'll be the one right here. Shit, now
At Capital Group, we design our active ETFs to downs of the market so they can be.
I really do need to pay for premium and stop being cheap with all these damn ads every time I'm trying to stream something. Okay, let's see. Was it towards the end? Y'all. It must have been twisted. He got to get off.
It been around my sharp ass hairline too.
He said what? See, that's what I'm saying. I'm finna because he finna try. Now you got us out here about to defend you about this damn hair now.
That's that Vaseline.
Vaseline be having that shit looking nice. Around my sharp ass hairline too. What it was, like, yeah.
Try to figure it out a little bit.
Yeah, let me put a little bit out there on top of it.
That's from Tony.
It feels good.
I don't care about none of that shit. Let me see where it's supposed to be lifting that, y'all. Why y'all ain't screen record that shit?
It feels good.
I'm done. I'm it probably that part right there. Hell no. I'm done, bro. I'm done. He said he was sweating. Hell no. Let me see. Maybe he's coming up. I went too far, y'all. Somebody go get the man devices right fucking now. Hey, hey, the truth. I'm finna get the fuck off. Cracking the fuck up. I shouldn't be laughing that hard at my bro, so I had to turn it off. I had turned it off. Hell no. He gonna start sweating. Oh, okay. Right now, man, I thought y'all said he was gonna say his. Y'all said. Wait, hold on. I just want to know, like, I just want at least Latruth entertaining to watch. You can't laugh like that at Brianna. She's so fucking boring. Is he funny? You know what I'm saying? But I wonder what don't you know, like when the guys go to the barber shop and then they got all them pictures up there and you could choose the number. What do you ask for? Like, what do you say? Like, let me get a couple pieces on top. Like, what do you like what do you say? Up, she said, oh, look at that little patch of hair missing in the front where it's black. Where it's black. I think I seen it. Harvey said he did. I'm going to find it and send it. Please send it to me. Oh my god, I want to laugh. Hell no. You don't know what the timestamp is? Let me get my ass up off here. Timestamps and everything else. You gonna send it to my manager? Text it to me. Yeah, he is. He funny. I mean, come on, he's funny to fucking watch. Like, he entertaining. You know, Brianna ass fucking boring. She boring as hell. Oh, a unit. So you asked for a unit. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm tired. I had fun talking. Damn, I've been on here over 2 hours. You know, when I first got on, I said I'm finna be on here for a good maybe 30 minutes. I've been on my ass on here for 2 hours. Over 2 hours. But thank you everybody for joining my live stream. I enjoyed you guys. We had a great build, great conversation, great engagement. Make sure that you hit the like button on your way out. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, and also make sure you hit the notification bell so that you are notified the next time I live stream. Shanta said, hey, Upper in chat, I thought for sure the 2K was going to have a couple of friendly jokes or two about that new hair. He might not have seen it. 2K probably didn't see it. Because, you know, he don't really fight. I feel like Latruth, I feel like 2K, he come in and out, like, to see, you know, what's going on. If something big happened, he'll talk about it, but he don't follow it like that. He be following other stuff. So he probably didn't even realize that the man got that put on. But yeah. The truth has a lot of confidence about itself. Yeah, he does. That's what's up. Sandra said, to be honest, Upper, I thought I had laughed at his hair enough. He know that shit funny. Now he know damn the truth. Now you can't even feel no way for us laughing, because you knew damn well when you went and you got that unit put on your damn head, they was gonna talk about your ass. That's why I say, you know what? I seen that he did that shit. I said, you know what? Whatever they say about that damn haircut is just what they say. I don't even care. Because why would you do that? You know, why? You know, oh, he did. I don't know. Maybe he, because you know, 2K. I think A2K, a ball guy too. He want a unit. Shit. Good night, y'all. I'm up. Like, I don't have to work in the AM. I enjoyed your live, Upper. I know I got to work too, and I got to take my son to get his hair twisted and styled. Right. Okay, guys, let me get off of here, or I'm never gonna get off. Again, thank you everybody that donated to my channel monetarily. For those who were unable to, thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for subscribing. If you're in the bushes, go ahead and subscribe. You know that you had a good time with us. And also make sure y'all hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of the next time that I live stream. All right, y'all. Peace.